am I watching this game? Why would I watch the... Is the Nip game? Wait, where's the Nip game? Do we have Nip? Nip vs Fnatic Overwatch. Yeah, let's watch the Nip game. That was a way better game. We won that game.
He is quite clear. He prefers to play Zenyatta. He struggled with.
Dude, look how bad my acne used to be.
Maps on Ilios earlier on here, but the bonus is neither of these teams like to play control point maps. We might not see many.
All right, there we go. Yo, Matt's on this desk. I didn't realize Mitch and Matt casted this. All right, let's go. Oh, we got Hex ZP cast.
After 2 days, and then we wait for the next patch. You're just wrong. Straight up.
Matt hasn't aged a day, dude. Matt hasn't changed at all.
I don't know what will. All these teams have their different identity, their different styles. I cannot wait to see
what do we play? I think so. We're in a unique situation. So this is where Nip plays like they played like triple tank, quad tank pretty much everywhere, and they were known as like the EU juggernauts, and we didn't play that as much. This is back when Matt was playing DPS and Happy was playing the tank, but Happy fucking hated playing off tank back then. All he wanted to do was not play D.Va.
And yet Fnatic, we've definitely seen them level up over the course of this tournament, and just seeing Cool Matt once more on the hit scan, for me...
What is the thing you were shaking? They're hand warmers.
People might not remember it, but there's a point where
they're all hand warmers and stuff like that. Like they just like really, they're like heat packs that you like rub in your hands. Honestly, it's just something to play with. No, you destroyed a Sombra with everyone here's Custer? No, that was 2017 when I was playing for when I was playing on Arc 6 with XQC and stuff like that. Is the stage cold? A lot of stages are cold because the way it works is because of the amount of screens and PCs that are happening, they need a lot of cooling, so it's generally pretty cold on stages. Because they need a lot of cooling for all the hardware and stuff like that. Like Blizzard Arena got icy at the start of the day.
Small weakness, but we'll see if that comes into play.
Absolutely. Well, take a look here at the offense coming out here from NIP. Of course, we're going to be seeing Himsy on that Roadhog.
Dude, Zen Lucio healing. Just no healing. What? Already, I'm mad. Wait, is there a bit higher? Yeah, look at Hook 1.0. Look at this shit. What? He doesn't even see this. The counter hook. This is how the hook used to work. It like used to move you to where it thought you were and then pull you. Oh no, we're getting farmed. Yo, Buds is farming though. Dude, look at the kill cam in the top right. Dude, this is old school. Yo, big pins by Stoop. Who would have thought that wouldn't work?
NIP with the majority of kills. Fraggy takes down his counterpart in Stoop. This is all NIP.
And what more can you ask for when you get that?
Oh, Buds?
Bring it right back.
Yo, I win these. Don't worry, I win these.
Right now, Buds saying this fight is not until I say it's
Buds, where were you?
Grabs another hook towards the very end. And it's going to be hard for Fnatic to reinforce this in time. It is a very
the UI is so bad, yeah.
But even still, it's a lot of time being bought here by Buds, and who knows, Hex? NIP's taking a while to get back in here. Buds might have been.
You do not win those. Tragic.
Buds Roadhog has been nothing short of spectacular this entire tournament. So right now they are going to charge in. Right, and here comes the whole hog to try to bring it back. Buds.
Dude, we're so bad. People make so many like weird. What the? Is that actually how hooks used to work? That's so dumb. Yo, the visor.
Put this one away, but Fnatic, they're bending here. They're not breaking.
Oh, how did that not kill Fraggy?
Unopposed right now.
Yo, look at these holds.
Grabs the Ana, and Fnatic, they're doing a great job of holding here, especially given how this began, where Himsy hit the hook of the gods.
Roadhog hook was the ugliest thing in the game back in the day. I forgot how bad it was. It literally like moves you from where you are to where you were, like, or even where it thinks you should be, and then like pulls you. It's so out of fucking left field, dude. Alright, let's see how good my Transcendence is. Mavi doesn't even have a grab yet. SMH. So we're playing D.Va instead of Xayah, which is interesting. D.Va used to be so broken back here then. D.Va used to be able to eat the fucking world. So as much as it seems like a bad idea, it's not. D.Va, yeah, like D.Va literally just didn't die. Alright. Alright, there's the Transcendence though. They didn't hit the nade. Oh, look at that healing. Pog Transcendence healing.
not going down here just yet.
Dude, what is the position?
From Stoop, and that might have just cleaned it up.
Yo, look at the Zenyatta go.
Such an impactful ultimate because that burst damage is so lacking in these compositions. Even
Oh,
in ultimate
clean
combinations like that,
dinks.
which does so much damage over time.
Love to see it. Honestly, people didn't eat grabs back that much back then. Like, it wasn't as big, but it also went a lot, very much unnoticed eating grabs because
And again, for Fnatic,
it's not on the kill feed.
this hold where it was after first, but they've been holding it down. Next fight, they've
So
found
it,
their
it's not a.
anti-visor, NIP.
I think this is OG. I don't know if this is OG Matrix. It might be. I can't remember.
They have maybe 2 attempts left.
And they blew everything on that last push that got transcended.
D.Va wasn't played on OG Matrix, was it? Yeah, I can't remember where we are. Oh shit, I'm in trouble. Oh, nice beat by the Bonnethil.
Stops him from dying. A beautiful snap
Yo,
back
I
to
win
the
these.
Bonnethil. No kills
I
here
win
from
these.
Fnatic, but now starting to go
I did
in.
not
Happy
win
to
the. Oh,
Stoop
Stoop!
gets into
Oh,
the party run,
shatters
drops
the
the
Desire!
hammer. 2
Kill
kills
Desire,
here
kill
from
Desire,
him.
kill
This is a
Desire!
little bit bloody
Happy,
back
what
and
the
forth
fuck,
here.
dude? Kill
And
Desire!
Fnatic can hold on, but not
Oh my.
looking great for them. Respawns are coming
Died
in.
99 to trans SMH, dude. I'm pissed. We win that. Oh, Happy? Hello? Yo, I have Transcendence. I'm coming back. Yo, someone go Wrecking Ball. Get back to the point.
They're angling to come back in here.
Zenyatta again be leading the way. Custom was a hero earlier in this map with Transcendence, looking for again. They're in the Transcendence, but they don't care. The Graviton not able to do anything due to that healing. And as a result, here comes Fnatic
Yo,
once more.
Happy,
They
just
get the double
farming.
kill. This is
Oh,
pure
kills
time
the
for
Tracer.
NIP. No
Get
more
out of my
time is
game,
left on the
Zappers.
clock. And Fnatic, out of nowhere, one of the best holds we have seen here on Temple of Anubis. They will push
It do be
NIP back.
2016.
And Hex,
Whew.
this might be a very short Temple of
Huge
Anubis.
trance.
Just
Big
so
trance.
many big plays.
Yeah,
But
nah.
John brought that.
Alright, look at what we do here.
Left
This
on the
is
clock.
Rob's coaching effect, okay?
And
Rob, we
Fnatic,
have the
out
world's
of nowhere,
dumbest
one of the best
fucking
holds
things.
we have
We're
seen
looking
here
at
on
we're
Temple
looking
of
at
Anubis.
Rob, who's sitting
They
in the
will push
crowd, who's the
NIP
coach,
back.
and he would just
This might be a very short Temple of Anubis.
look at that.
So many big plays. Buds early on brought that back from the brink of absolute collapse and failure. We asked
Oh
them
my
early,
God,
hey,
the
NIP
world's
guys, what do you
dumbest
guys think of
shit.
D.Va? Is she going to be an issue for you because she does work well against other tanks, and you saw Hoppy have huge moments on the D.Va time and again.
And for me, it was great for Hoppy, certainly.
The ugly ass icons in the kill feed, yeah,
My
it was
personal
so
hero
bad.
there, Custa.
Yeah.
The Transcendences there could not have been
Couldn't
more
stop the
crucial,
Transcendences.
More important for keeping Fnatic alive and in this game. And hey, for a
Just
hero
too
that hasn't
good.
been getting that much love recently, Custa proving to some extent that Zen is pretty good because Custa's been on the bandwagon of, no, I don't want to run the Ana, I want to run the Zen. Well, put that one as a check mark in the Zenyatta column.
As recently as less than
Crowds,
12
good
hours
time.
ago, he was having a conversation with his team about why we should only run Zenyatta, why Zenyatta is the best, and I think you put the film up right there and say we should just run Zen.
Well, I will say Uber is a pretty cheerful guy and a pretty happy Australian, but Custa might be a little bit happier right now.
If we had to make a
guess.
caster team, though, I would have Uber call it, because that...
Oh no, how poorly that's aged.
Plus, he
The
can
talent
call it the other
takedown.
calls real. It's like balls
Where was
directly
this?
to that
This
way.
was in Germany.
great.
Wait,
So this is the
no,
Fnatic
this is
strategy
Stockholm.
that I
Sorry,
think they're
this
going
is
to run. I overheard a little bit, and
actually,
we're early late
not
in the
Stockholm,
tournament, so I
Jönköping
can spill the
in
beans, but they
DreamHack
like running Sombra and
2016,
Genji on
DreamHack
offense on this
Winter.
map in particular, and we've seen how Sombra can give
In
trouble
Sweden.
to NIP in the backlines. It's a kind of
Good luck,
halfway
Elizabeth.
dive comp where Sombra's going to be back there, Genji's going to go back there too, so you're not running Winston, you're not necessarily running
This
D.Va.
had some
That's
good
coming up
old
on the
school
D.Va.
moments.
They've got a
Are we
cool
actually gonna play
strategy.
Genji
This
on
game plan
attack?
for Fnatic.
Are we gonna play
Absolutely.
Genji
Again,
song? Oh, I think we're
there's
going for a
not lot
first
of
point hold.
pressure on them here. They
Oh,
have
look at
4 minutes
this.
for first round Anubis.
Goats before goats. This is back when Roadhog was really strong, so Roadhog was played by
We
pretty
don't
much
see
everyone.
Full holds here. Very
But
often.
the
It's
triple
incredibly
support.
rare. So from Fnatic, you gotta like their odds
Dive
going
tune into the
forward here.
glory
They can
days,
just
the
bank these
old
ultimates and
school
go from
days,
there.
man.
Is this
What happened to Stoop
happening?
and Vonethil? Stoop is
Yeah.
Stoop was a coach for the Valiant for seasons 1 and 2 when I was on Valiant. So he's successful in coaching. He ended up getting dropped in season 3 because Valiant fucking sucked as an org and they dropped all their coaches. Vonethil he's moved back to Sweden and I haven't really heard from him that much since. So
What I really want to see is which big pack is he going to go to, right? Because there's
IGC,
one up the
yeah.
top, there's that one there. There's so
the good
many
old
options for
IGC
him to choose from to try to
conundrums.
get this
Sure,
ultimate
Gravy's
going.
got
We'll see
better
how fast
stories than
Delta
I do.
charges. I think
The
that's
Bud
exactly what
Sombra,
they're
here we
doing.
go.
Charge, you throw it over, you EMP.
This is back when you used to have a limited time on your invulnerability. Wait, what are we? Oh, so what we're doing here? So for anyone not aware, back in the day, this actually existed for a while after this as well, because I used to play Flex Sport, is when you used to hack a Mega Pack as Sombra and then you grab the health as a tank, it would give you ult charge. So Buds is at 75% EMP. That's how fast you used to charge EMPs.
That is actually insane.
So now I think we're gonna come in here.
Don't think we're gonna be seeing the EMP quite yet, but he's just gonna
I don't know why he didn't hack that pack.
Takes a little bit of damage, goes back, grabs
I feel like this was questionable.
Oh,
Oh, look at the sleep. Clean.
But I don't know, they get 2 kills.
Get a couple.
They can actually come back in on this.
Well, Himsy is going to put the end of that because that's both tanks down right there. But Hoppy on this Genji, Hoppy made a bit of a name for himself on the Genji.
Look at the boy in his prime. Good days. We kind of trolled that. I don't know why we just didn't wait for EMP.
They have EMP ready.
There's a lot of questionable play. There's a lot of pinning into Roadhogs.
Exactly how they want to initiate.
Oh.
Right now, he's going to translocate in.
What the fuck?
EMP, hacks
Oh, big
nearby.
EMPs.
They were ready. They dove right
Dude, they
on.
weren't even ready for this EMP at all. They just sort of like stood there.
Here for Fnatic. Everyone on the point. And this is going to be Fnatic well on their way to taking map #1. Shocking NIP a little bit here with how decisive this really was, Hex.
Very early, you know.
So Cussy used to know how to sleep people down at dude. It's a skill.
Map that not everyone likes, and you have a very specific strategy.
I'll charge 30% faster across the board, yeah.
Look at that.
But here's the thing. Fnatic doesn't like Anubis.
No, but they mastered a strat on it.
They did. And we were talking with Rafflegear just yesterday. He's like, yeah, we don't really like Anubis at all. And that map was a draw when they played against Mouse Sports of all teams.
But they forgot what
The good times. Dude, they had these, in Sweden, they had these little boxed waters, man. They were the shit.
They forgot that he literally
Look at this. This is me realizing that I got play of the game. Look at this. Oh, wait, you guys, wait, you can't see it. Wait, let me. Hey, that's me. Hey, look at me. This is me. Play it again. Rob's big time. Yeah, dude, Rob's big time. He's bigger than most of us. Rob's big time VR chat streamer.
That plan, when it works, absolutely crushed.
And that's interesting too. I mean, with that level of assault map.
I honestly don't remember this match. Probably Volskaya. Volskaya, because Nip were the favorites to win this tournament. So when we beat Nip, we thought we were going to win it all and we are going to beat Misfits. But Misfits ended up having this like really unique strat of playing Soon Perma Tracer. And it literally fucked, because I played Zen a lot, it actually fucked our strategy because they went Tracer to mark the Zen. So Soon just like hunted me the whole game. And it worked really well. I think we should have adapted, I can't remember. But I think I get farmed in the Misfits game.
You're like, you don't love the map.
Yeah, that's Fraggy. Alright, let's not watch too much of this. Yeah, it's just...
He's the dude who has 200 shield relating to Sombra.
Absolutely.
He literally just ignored everything and ran at me and spawned.
Going to be NIP on the defense first. NIP again.
And I just didn't win many duels in the match. Like, I think if I had played better, we would have won that series for sure. But like, it was a hard thing for me to do. All right, so now we got the Mei strat. Oh, is this the indoors strat? I don't think so.
Just to pressure the Mei, force her into ice block. While she's in ice block, of course she can't do anything. So that's probably what they're looking for.
Too soon? Oh no. There's no Brink to protect you. Well, this is only Lucio heals, right? Like, a lot of people only had Lucio support, but Lucio's peeling for Zens weren't as big of a thing, right? Like,
more of the risk part of it. Bud's immediately taking down Kindle. Respawns are gonna be in quickly, and there's a hook. Himsy.
Yeah, do you remember that? Roadhog, when he used to drink, he used to have to stand still. He used to drink and stand still. I was like, why did he stop? Forgot about that.
Really rough for NIP. It's not as decisive.
Oh, now I'm playing Ana.
For how far up they are.
Well, Frag is trying to turn it back. Those last 3 kills that he just got there actually made that hold very worthwhile. When they were just trading, it's a little.
Lucio AoE was 3 times as big, yeah.
Space for the offense, but this super aggressive hold, this is something we rarely see.
Yo, Orca, thank you for the 2 months. Fraggy fragging, dude. He was really good at Ryan back in the day. Like, still is, right? But he was the Ryan.
It does work out for them. It gives them a bit of buffer. They win the ult charge there, but this is so risky where Fnatic, they just get one early pick off and go from there. They can turn this in a flash, and then NIP's not gonna
Matrix? The hook? Hello, Hafakul?
Right, so Himsy was actually sorry.
What the hell was that? What was the Matrix? Yo, the cool mat. Oh god, that's a big grab. That's a problem. Oh no. My eyes. That shift. He shifts to boop in, cancels it, and then doesn't Matrix the shot. It's like, I think this just like summarizes everyone back in the day. We were actually so bad at the game when you look at it now. Like, when anyone's ever like, oh, do you think you'd be able to beat NV 2016 when they were in their prime and one thing? Yes, everyone would beat them. contenders players teams would beat them. It's like not even close. We were so bad at the game. Like, look at what just happened. Like, Buds is standing still, like getting behind him.
Letting NIP push up once more, and Fnatic having to struggle for every little bit they get right now on the Strato. And NIP, from their aggressive defense, they've bought themselves 2 minutes here.
I have no idea how Buds does not finish off Fraggy there. Fraggy does go down eventually, but now Himsy's back into the fight as well. They are holding so far forward. Right now, Fnatic is struggling for answers. That hook is not going to help them at all.
Oh, 4 Dragons? Yeah. Yeah. 100%.
Buds is now off that Tracer onto Roadhog again.
Remember, this is classic.
Like, if we're talking this time, I'm sorry, we're sort of like going back now. I was talking about things. How does that hit? Everything hit back then. All Roadhog hooks back that hit back then.
Look at the Fnatic side of things. Half a cool, moving forward, has self-destruct at the ready. Gonna be looking to open things up at the bank. Blizzard comes in though.
Oh my god. Oh, Stoop, the pin from downtown. It honestly looks like the game is being run at like 0.75 speed, just with how everyone moves and how everyone reacts.
They got the pickups they needed to get. NIP now getting forced back, and this is the downside to being this far up, is that now it's questionable if they can come back in.
Himsy and Snizzlenose, they all go to... Dude, Snizzlenose was actually insane. I remember when everyone was like... I don't think I ever played Snizzlenose in an official, but I remember when we went to London one time, and we practiced against the team that Snizzlenose was on. Dude, Snizzlenose just didn't miss. Like, he literally just, like, he was a god before Roadhog gods existed, and it was insane. He just hit everything. I still rewatched the Snizzlenose montage, yeah. He was just so good. I want to see Scatter Arrow. No one wants to see Scatter Arrow. It was so awful. Interesting beat. The visor. Get him, Matt.
Setting up the 6v5. Cool Mats with the tac visor in the back does grab Mafu.
Oh, get the Lucio.
Quite as much as he'd want.
Oh, he missed.
Close fight. It's 5v5, and Fnatic now starting to clutch it out, pulling it back. They would stand against the sound barrier, and Cool Mat, nothing really stopping him from just playing in shot after shot and keeping Fnatic in this game.
Oh, big Anna nade. Who is this man? Oh no, the Mail. May was still not fun to play against at this point. Drink, Buds, drink. Oh my.
Oh my goodness.
Feels fucking bad, dude. We got made. I also don't think I've seen a single ult combo, really. Like, I guess they've had some good grabs and shadows,
at the last moment, the aggressive defense pays off, and Hex is one full hold going to be answered with another.
It very well might be. Uber said on the desk earlier that NIP likes to be aggressive.
Drinking wouldn't have helped. It didn't reduce damage. Yeah, but if you use this, you got grab, maybe.
Further and say if NIP is on the map, they're going to be aggressive.
You got the ult. You used the ult. Yeah, back in the day, that was the way. That was the wave.
I think the only Dorado game I could think of where you had even more aggression was a very
ill-fated complexity
game where they were literally at the spawn doors. But I mean, other than that, that was great from NIP, and it sort of defines their playstyle and shows the difference in their multi-tank comp versus many other teams' multi-tank comps, where they are just in your
face. Oh yeah, he was at the second half of the grab. Yeah, I was saying at the very start of the grab.
Out of so much of it, there were so many close calls very early.
Yeah, we were close. Like, we should have probably made it through that. Oh god,
but Mafu was there to help him and give him the shield and keep him alive. I think Mafu gets a little underrated and overlooked in this composition because Himsy is the one who's always.
To be fair, to 2021 caster in 2016, people didn't try and block underneath. Yeah, it was very rare that people tried to like block that shit. Everyone just sort of like accepted that it was gonna happen.
Mafu is that ultimate utility there. He's got Graviton up more often than not. It's just crazy how
everyone got so much better with like the little. It's the little things that like you would just miss.
Even get full wipe there, it's not over because you have time to come back. It's just absolutely incredible what NIP did. The most aggressive team I've seen in a long time, and you're just playing.
Like, let me put it this way. I remember at the start of 2018 now. Like the first season, Jaehong was the first Zen who started charging right clicks as soon as the D.Va mech broke, so that you would get like 2 to 3 shots instantly on the baby and you could probably insta kill them. Think about that. That was a tech that wasn't discovered until 2018.
Is there a negative number I can put to that? I don't think you have a better hold than that. That was absolutely insane. But I wouldn't be surprised at anything by this point. Like, nothing would surprise me. Hoppy's on McCree, not even surprised.
The thing about this is
Soldier being running pro games, dude. Soldier was so good back in the day. That was like a Soldier one trick this one.
Another good target for Himsy as well. And even if it's more damage that they're gonna have available for
dude, we're giving them so much space. Oh, here's that scatter arrow that you guys wanted. Oh no. Scatter. How much damage did Scatter do if you hit everything? It was like 500 or something like that, right? You could like one-shot tanks.
Into the archway and fight down there. So far, a rather bloodless fight on both sides here, as they do just kind of give up the archway for free. Very passive so far defense from Fnatic.
Fnatic showing the other side of the Dorado defense coin. Unfortunately, they don't have that much room to work with, but they're making their stand here in the courtyard. They must be perfect here, Hex. They lose even one team fight, this game is going to be over.
The half for cool
Right now,
McCree.
both teams actually,
Double
they're
hit
poking
scan.
back and forth, and neither team really committing. They're taking their time, and we'll see if this
Oh, what
favors
is that?
Fnatic.
Flashbang!
Losing one
My eyes.
early. Buds is gone. And a 65, NIP has a great opportunity here to finish.
Oh,
right here,
no.
right now as Himsy just carves through the back line. Hex, that might be it.
That early entry kill is brutal.
Oh,
He does pick
no.
up a kill, but it will be the only kill for Fnatic on Dorado.
Sag, dude. We got
You
owned.
know, after some of the sets we cast this tournament this weekend, apparently defense does exist, EP.
Defense coming in here in a hurry. It's basically the polar opposite of the Complexity Penta series where no one was able to defend. Well,
It was like 600 with the old
both
50%
Fnatic
Discord.
and
Yeah,
NIP.
I think Discord's at
This
50%
is
at this
the
point
best
as well,
at
right?
5X, but feels
Like
the
Discord's
Bulls have
absurdly
half
good
the
right now.
score.
That's why anyone talking about the good old
Out
days. Yeah.
of 3 now as it's
People,
tied up
anyone back in the
1-1,
day
and it
was
is
not good.
flying through
Like, doesn't
here.
matter how good you were back in the day. We were all just bad. And you just gotta accept that.
So we're gonna take
Like
a
we
little bit of
we
break.
pioneered a lot of
Waffle's
shit
gonna
and
get his
we
team back
improved and we
together.
helped
This
build
is
it to
something
what it
that
is today. But
very Fnatic
it's the
thing.
same
They
thing
take
with
breaks,
any
they
esport,
take
right? And
out.
any game.
And
It's
that
like
last
what
map, that
happened
doesn't
4
matter.
years ago
We're
is so
invested now,
redundant and
focused
so
moving
bad.
forward. I think that coaching in Overwatch has been valuable. Every team here.
Isn't Discord 30%? It's 25 now. It
Absolutely.
literally
The
just
thing
got
about
nerfed to
coaching, too, is that
25.
It is something that's evolving, and obviously teams have different levels of coaches, right? Some
Custer,
coaches
stand the
are
fuck
power,
up. Well, there
some
wasn't that
coaches
much
not
room, so if
much.
I'm sitting, I'm
Just
sitting.
having that neutral party there to actually go in there and, you know, at least moderate arguments, not have it so you have a leader of the team. Because that can
Alright,
actually be
wait.
bad.
When does
If
the
you
game
have
start?
one-
Alright, let's go to Numbani. What do we
Of
got?
course, they want to win more tournaments, but these
What do
teams,
we got?
regardless of who goes on to face Misfits, a lot of pressure on them to really prove themselves.
Yeah, I think Zen is 50%
Alrighty,
Discord at
well,
this
we
point, right?
are back
So,
into the game here. Numbani is going to
Timo
be
in the audience?
battleground.
I don't think so.
Fnatic
Envy
on the
wasn't at this
defense
tournament.
first. Take a look at this here. Nothing too surprising. You have Cool Matt here on the Soldier. Buds on the McCree. Now that catches me a little bit off
I don't
guard
think Envy was
because
at this
we know
tournament.
NIP likes to run here because again, it gives a lot of targets for that hook where Buds is going to have to be really far back and not really expose himself too much. He will have the
I think they
power
might have been in
to get
Apex
on
at this
anything
point.
that's in the back line, but we'll have to see
This is what makes
exactly where
this
goes.
is
I
what
think
makes you want to play
Rob
Overwatch
from
again?
Roadhog
Really,
just
this?
doesn't want to challenge Himsy to that hog battle.
Not old school.
Hit scan can be good, but you have to do all that damage
One
in
second,
such
let me turn the
quick
lights up. It's getting
succession.
dark.
The shot calling and target selection has to be absolutely on point for this. They're gonna have to get discorded, and Buds and Cool Matt both have to hit shots on whatever target that is and take them down because these tank pools.
Oh
are
man,
just
trust
too
me. If
high
there's
health
one thing that I've ever thrived in my
high
career is
full
telling
damage
everybody
all
what the
the way
fuck
through.
is
It doesn't work
Discorded.
that way, not against NIP. The only thing is
If
for
any-
NIP
some people would
is
say
they
I
have
do
a
it too
4
much.
times in that 5. The dream will be real one day. And oddly enough, D.Va would be great on this map.
Absolutely. I mean, the 5 tanks, 1 Ana.
Where's this from? 2016. McRight click, yeah.
There we
I'm
go
the only
again.
one who wants to see it, but I do.
You might be the only one, but we have NIP right now. They go through the bottom entrance, getting onto that point, but you look at Fnatic, they're perfectly happy to stay in their crossfire and go, all right, we're just going to lay down shots
Yeah,
on you.
sit on the high
Come out
ground.
when you want to, but you're going to pay a price. For now, though, NIP... still
Alright,
pretty
just
good
give a couple of
They have
ticks, you know,
1
it's
point,
fine.
which means Fnatic, someone has to drop down and contest this.
Happy, I think
They're
Happy's
the third
contesting,
for
right? As the D.Va.
Well, they're in position to drop down and contest if they want to. I think that is absolutely cool. Matt's call, just where he is and where the team.
Yeah,
is.
look at this
He's calling
positioning.
out.
He's
He's
just
looking
chilling.
for that hook up
This is
above.
literally
They might
Kovacs
even
right
give
now.
up a third for free if they still feel like it, but they were just getting absolutely peppered for Cool Matt. At some point, you
Look
have
at
to
this
think that
positioning.
South is gonna
Unstoppable.
You'd think so, but NIP right now, they're taking their time.
Alright, the Nano
Not going to
Winston
take the first move, and
onto
NIP,
me
they
and
come
Bonnie.
in with that Nano Boost, Zappis, and
Traded?
Power Bucky
Yo, you
going
can't
in.
kill the
It's
Custer
taken out
Zen.
immediately, though.
Don't be
Buds is
ridiculous.
Right there, and Fnatic, they're waiting for NIP to make the first move, but they're right there at the punish. And
Oh,
they deal with the
Bud's
space
too
and they
clean.
through the bottom.
You know, it's been so long since we've seen McCree really rely on Fan the Hammer that we forget how good it was.
Where's
against
Hammond
tanks.
when
It
you
is
need him?
less
Dude,
good now, but
this-
it's still
he's just a
lot of
concept
burst
at this
damage
point.
You can put on a tank, especially a Discord and a Fan the Hammer. That is a quick solution if you're in close.
Oh, Chudu with 20 damage. Yeah,
Absolutely,
Soldier
yeah.
used to be way
Hex,
better
what
back
do
in
you
the day.
think right now of NIP's assault? Do you think they're going to change anything up, at least come from different...
Why is everyone playing, like everyone's playing 1000? It's just, the game is so slow. And this is what I realized when we did that patch, I think. Everyone played the game so slowly. And like positioning wasn't the most important thing.
Absolutely not, especially
Like
now
no
that
one's
attack
taking any
visor.
positioning, right?
Now,
They're
it's
literally
not
all
like
just
it's
standing
until
underneath
they
us, hoping
actually
something
come
happens.
out
Like what do they
of
what do they
that
expect to
bottom
happen?
area.
They hit the
There
hook?
you go, attack visor is on, he has him in his sights.
Oh no,
Already,
he's too
Blood's
old.
taking down Fraggy. They're down to Reinhardt, and they have to back out. So, I mean, part of it is that they don't want to challenge Cool Matt's...
Didn't
attack
someone
visor,
go
but the other thing
behind?
Is that down to Reinhardt, probably not going to win that 5v6.
So they traded out. Hoppy did go down there in his Diva, but he'll be back in this fight. Already back in the fight, actually. They do go.
Oh my god, Hoppy, no!
So Hoppy's just the one on the ground kind of draining out their abilities. He's baiting out hooks or anything. They've had no answer to deal with Matt or get on this high ground. It's a really cool positioning that they're working with this Fnatic.
Absolutely, and right now, Bud's hanging here in the back, drawing the fire to Winston. He's giving another target for Winston to go on, but Winston not.
There we go. Easy transcendence. I don't know why I transcended there, but I'll call it easy.
Doesn't get too much, but Fnatic looking very much in control at Hex.
Oh.
With a minute 20 left.
Wait, how did I die?
Fnatic
What the fuck was I? What am I doing? I'm an idiot.
Matt just doing whatever he wants. I mean, are we going to see another defensive hold?
High Noon isn't a null, yeah.
They've got one last push, that's about it, but they're going to be pushing into Stu. However, now all the ults for the tanks for NIP are lining up. Matt is about 5 seconds away from having to sign a lease. He's just lived up, they've done nothing to get him off of that top ground, and this is where Soldier has always feasted on Numbani.
Cool squatter.
That's what chat's been saying the whole time. Oh my god.
But here comes NIP once more. Mafu holding
on
to Graviton.
Now they're over here. Haha! Now we're over here, and you guys are in worse of a crossfire. Wait.
Right now. They're making it very difficult for him. And here's Matt right now. He hasn't moved from that spot. Has the tack visor.
Wait, they solo grabbed the Lucio with B?
Doing the best of
Bruh. Oh no, dude.
I totally underestimated Buds here. He has been absolutely huge on this McCree. He's hitting headshots when he needs to. And that burst damage, it is kind of like
dude, just easy clap. Is this literally just 4 full holds?
One Hellfire shotgun. I guess, you know, working with what you got tool-wise, but this hold is going absolutely great. I guess Matt is invisible. Only the spectators.
Dude, yeah, Matt, has Matt been shot at this game? Like, no one's, literally, they just have no solution to Matt. Matt's just chilling up here, rent-free.
I mean, he's been feasting up here. NIP, final attack on the way. They're going to open up here the sound barrier.
Oh god, run, Scott! Oh, look at that reaction trance. Did you see that? Genius play. Because I knew, oh god, I got pinned.
Just spread out here. The self-destruct.
Wait, I 1v1 versus the Diva. Me versus Mafu.
Finally, under a little bit of pressure. Winston in his face, pushing him back. And at the very least, it's keeping out the fight. But while they're doing that, Buds is in the back, grabs 1 kill, and does enough to
Yo, Mercy res.
Fnatic in this fight.
Well, Mafu did switch off Azario, which was getting almost nothing done. Is onto a Diva instead, so they have more of a dive composition.
Yo, Matt's too good.
And this is all going Fnatic's favors. Hoppy has actually played a great game on this Diva, so much so
that too good.
That is enough.
Can't stop us.
Point, full hold. What is this world, ZP?
I just feel like
the 76 carry, dude. Cool Matt, unstoppable.
Weird stuff, man. Everything from Penta and Complexity having this ridiculous showdown of offenses where they both almost...
Semler, oh god, dude went off the D-bed on Twitter. Wait, what happened to Semler?
We have this situation.
Wait, what? Is he okay? Oh, a while back. Oh, okay. Yeah.
With Fnatic and NIP, where they're coming out with just incredible...
Look at little himbo cast. Look at me with such small hair. Please kill Cool Matt, please. Dude, no one can ever stop Cool Matt.
Being done by different teams in the same series? Is this real life?
It's bonkers. Do you think they were too late switching on to the Diva there?
I would say so. I mean, NIP, it just feels like...
I think so, maybe. At some point, you have to contest this holder.
Whether it be coaching, game planning, or what, they were perfectly positioned to deal with it, and it didn't seem like NIP was all that adaptable. And that might be part of NIP's issue, too, is that, like I said, if they were a pitcher... in
Rogue
baseball,
One sponsorship? Oh, yeah, what? I didn't even notice that. Paul Greg One. Let's skip it.
And there was a point where you'd see Torbjorn on the Bonnie all the time. But
my favorite is that everyone forced Ryan. Yeah, Ryan was like a must pick because everyone played
immediately get rid of it. So
this is back when like this 12 turret was considered unstoppable. Like, how do you beat it?
Because can you imagine all of these tanks with armor as well? And he's going to generate armor passively now post patch. If they get a couple kills, that's going to be some armor on the ground. So it could get real bad real quick.
I'm switching, I think.
For Fnatic, again, there's no pressure for them here right now. Worst case scenario for them here would be a counter hold, which would be a draw and we go the tiebreaker, but they have all the time in the world. They don't have to worry about the perfect attack. they can just take their time, look for an opening, and go from there. They're also
How did we
going
heal
into the
anyone
bottom
as
here, so
Lucio
we'll see how
Zen?
NIP deals
Did
with
people
it.
just not get healed back then?
Quite the similar crossfire that Fnatic was on.
No.
Fnatic gets right in immediately. And actually,
Oh, that's right. They tried to like rush me, and they just get murdered.
They actually baited in the charge and then kind of cleaned them up in there. This is a nice rotation all the way through. They weren't slow getting over there. They would see Discord and delete it constantly. Not in the kill feed, but MVP again is very likely Custa. Everyone with a purple balloon over their head is dying.
That was brutal. They fainted like they were going to be going into
Oh.
a room. It baited several members of NIP in,
Look at
and then they
that.
just got
Dude,
crushed in the
Zenyatta
room.
God before
I
any
hate
of
to
you
go
guys
for an
knew
old
it.
cliché phase here, but that
Legend
was
of the sport.
definitely an outbaited, outsmarted moment. And Fnatic right now looking like they're going to be taking
Ah,
this
yes,
first
the
one. They
comeback
did.
on
They're
the
gonna be taking
Pharaoh
the
play by
body
Buds.
next. They do just that. Fnatic now up 2-1 in the series, but what can only be described as a little bizarre thus far.
That was absolutely insane. They were decisive, though. That was the difference there. They both went up bottom stairs.
Yo, Custa
When it
booty.
seemed like NIP was just hanging out, doing whatever, apparently not seeing Cool Matt 69.
I only followed this channel because of 2016 Zenyatta play, okay? You blew my mind. What can I say?
Matt just hung out back there.
Pioneer.
Charge came in, and then every single one of the targets who died in that fight got discorded and killed.
Dude,
My
Hex
mind
was
is
my
just a
biggest
little
fan
bit
back
blown
then.
right now.
I appreciate
It's
it.
been a great showcase of defense from both of these teams, but
Alright, let's see if someone can cap a point.
That has been the trend thus far. It's not very likely in Hollywood, but hey.
You and Roll
who needs
both? Yeah,
reason
Roll
right
started
now
popping
when
off
you
this
have
in
a
2016.
trend
Who needs
being
JNAC Avaya when you got
everything going
2016
forward
Cuss?
here, NIP is
Exactly.
the first one to defend. Is NIP going to get that first point defense? Who knows?
Top 2 Zen in the world at this tourney? Yeah, maybe. Because Korea wasn't really considered that good at this point.
Runs the exact same thing every single time. So Zappas is going to run Mei. They're going to try to hold the front choke.
NIP, nothing too crazy
Hex
here,
Custis
but it
in.
will be Zappas, as you mentioned.
What happened? No, people got good at the game.
And the key there is that you want to funnel people through an area where Himsy can be a little bit cavalier with his hooks, throw them out in advance, try and pick off when people are going to be going through a limited degree of paths.
So is Butts again NIP or
Widows in the game.
no?
I think so. I think probably the only person who, in my opinion, was better than me at Zen at this point was probably Chips.
Look for early kills, just pressure the backline. Not really any answers to
My
it.
Ana was solid, but I don't
A
think it
little
was
bit
like one of the
stronger
best.
As well, they're gonna actually boop them forward, try to just get very aggressive here. That gets them all out of sorts, and they avoid the Mei wall for the most part.
Maywall's coming out.
Yo, Stoops, wait, that's Fraggy in.
Doing a little bit of juggling with
Why are you playing Pharah?
Pulled right in by Himsy. NIP, after they threw down the wall, they do exactly what you're supposed to do after a Maywall comes down, where they come in, they don't give you any breathing room, and they look for the immediate pickoff. But
Chipsa,
actually just
different
rotating
Chipsa.
around, going on to that point.
Yo,
Every
first
team
point
just
cap
running
Pog.
circles around the point right now, but it's definitely going in NIP's favor, and Himsy just getting any hook he wants right now.
It's ring around the rosy, and it's Fnatic.
Running Pharaoh without mercy? Yeah, I don't really...
Right now, Cool Matt does get a kill.
I don't
towards
really
end
know
of
what the
but that
plan
an
was at this
ill-fated
point.
Offense from the very start because it took them a little bit too long on their rotation.
The fuck are these
They were
hook?
unable
It's a
to
lasso
break
that you
quickly
can't
enough.
miss.
They got walled off. Then Himsy
Old
came
Hog
in
Hook still
close,
gives me
and once
PTSD.
Himsy
It's
comes
actually
in,
just a lot.
it's over.
It like hurts my brain a little
So
bit watching
Fnatic
it again.
moving in once more, they will have the full reset. Matt,
Oh, come on, you gotta hit
hitting that
those.
Original hook there. And
Fraggy,
NIP
shatter.
are being really aggressive on this defense, and that's what you need to do if you want to have that shot out that first point.
Oh,
Hammer
big-
coming
oh,
down
wait,
here
never
from
mind, he
Fraggy.
didn't block it.
Knocks down Cool Matt, sets up Himsy to move forward. And
Alright,
that's
they
19.
used
I know
3
this is
ults.
early.
Look at
There's
these.
still 2.5 minutes left.
These
but
fools.
if we see another first point hold, I don't even know what I'm going to do with myself.
This is the map that put the idea in my head that Fraggy is actually a raid boss in a game because
Was
every
Buds your
time
mate from
anyone
the down the
comes
road or
in, he's
something?
always
That
got
Pharaoh
charge
looking
coverage,
pretty
right?
plat?
He's got ultimate at the ready because he does.
No, Buds was really good back in OG Overwatch. He like bounced between a lot of teams and that kind of stuff. He was actually really good on Fnatic as well. Buds was very good. And if you say the Pharaoh position movement looks like plat, everything in this game looks like plat. Like look at what's happening here.
They have the Graviton Surgeon pulling in 3 members
They
of
just
Fnatic.
grabbed while they were getting
Fnatic
whole
built
hogged
the
away.
wall.
Oh, that's a big nade though.
Back NIP, they don't let NIP get the fall through. It's a great counter coming out from Matt. Unfortunately,
Oh.
they could take a lot of damage to start that out. They have to back up for a little bit, but it's Buds over
The
top.
cool
Puts
Matthew
us up in. Here's cool
Roadhog
Matt now.
play.
Hook after hook.
Dude,
picks
Matt
up
just
two.
plays everything.
And Fnatic might
He's so
be moving
talented
to
and
this point.
handsome.
If they do, shout out to Cool Matt for stopping
The
worst of
stand
that
still
Graviton Surge.
drink.
I think the key to taking
Ah,
down
good
NIP
times.
is
I learned from
the
Buzz for a
fight.
bit too. He was a freak on the Widow. Yeah,
Once you guys
Buzz's
alive,
Widow
he
back in the
keeps
day was
entire
like considered
team
one of the
alive, and
best.
so much burst damage, and the bio grenade just absolutely wrecks teams. He hits bio grenades on 4 people, 5 people. 6
Sorry,
people.
plat player with good aim. Yeah, yeah. As I said, like that's not
The front line is
If you've
going
seen
to
some of
be
the
front
diva
line.
plays
You
and
can
stuff
make
like
the
that,
front line
oh my
weaker by
god,
taking
what the
out
fuck was that?
Absolutely.
Just like all of it is just very bad.
Buds, here's a question here, Hex. Do you think that they have enough to deal with Buds here? They do have Ana, who can pressure Buds a bit, but then they give up the...
I think we're playing the Pharah because they didn't play D.Va. Oh,
I
had to go hook.
Maybe, I don't know. I think Buds can do a lot of work here. Zappas couldn't get some icicles maybe, and they have hooks. You always have a counter when you're running an Ana enough to pressure.
Oh, come on, Matt.
He's been running wild. There's no way he's switching off it before we get at least a barrage.
What is that? If you want to talk about movement and decision making, against Reinhardt who has Shatter, Fraggy just pinned into our backline. What the fuck, am I?
That's a flying ice cube in the air. We're not going to question that too
What
much,
is
but
that?
NIP trying to hold on here. They are a little bit.
This is after IDKD. IDKD played with us for the Gamescom and
able to clean things out and again, Flying May.
I think he played with us for Gamescom.
But you know, priorities. But I will note this.
What was after Gamescom? E-League. He was with us for Gamescom, E-League, and then one more tournament, I think.
Yeah, tragic. Buds does.
Or maybe it was just Gamescom and E-League, and then we picked up. After that, we picked up Hapical. Fraggy was so aggro, dude. He's always been this way. Like you guys think you're like, oh, Fraggy's aggro in Overwatch League, dude. He was next level back in the day. Like literally, literally inting at this point.
Gets one kill, holds the hammer.
Oh wow.
Down 3, and Fraggy is beastly with the hammer this entire series long.
They worked out. Honestly, aggressive Reinhardt's worked back in the day.
Practically the Fnatic spawn door.
Half with a whopping 2 out of 12 DPS, yeah.
Actually, now there's he takes that Fraggy, please.
Yeah, oh god. This used to be so frustrating, just getting mauled walking out of spawn. It was so prominent. Like holding doors like this was actually so popular back in the day.
And he gets so many kills.
Was this when Nano gave speed? Yeah, I think Nano still gives speed at this point.
Move forward here. I don't even know anymore, but Mafu taking down Snoop immediately.
We'll see.
They're making this work. Fnatic can't get
oh, that was a nice sleep.
With the nano boost, thinks he's gonna do something, then it's nap time.
It's so hard to break out of your spawn because you don't practice against this very often. It doesn't happen very often, so what do you do to switches? They might have to run a Bastion just to get out of their spawn. It looks like NIP
yes, the old Bastion switch to get out of spawn, the 2016 special.
They would have been back on the card by the time.
Like the question is like here's a prime example of like what happens, right? If you're the Pharah, why doesn't he go on top of this roof and just shoot down at their backline? Like why is that not a thing? Like, the way the game used to be played was so linear. Like, no one used any of the map. Everyone just walked at each other from the same angle, just hitting their heads against the wall. And that's why Reinhardt was so prominent back in the day, right? Is like that's how everyone just thought the game was played. You didn't really do much flanking. Until people worked out, hey, if we just play Winston Tracer and just run around everyone, it's a big thing. I think Winston dive has dive been a big thing yet? I don't think dive's been. I think this is before dive is really worked out. Am I correct about that? I think this is before people worked out you could beat triple tank with dive. Like, at this point, dive had been like a little bit of a thing, but everyone was just like, tanks are too hard to kill. What happens is the tanks would just walk it. Like, if people just played Ryan Lucio, they'd just walk around and you couldn't kill them fast enough. Kind of like pre-goats, right? But then people sort of worked out how to play dive. Dive comes in the next tournament and really like... And that's honestly what changed the game. The change from... because like especially in the East, like the Korean teams, they started picking up dive and they got really good at it. When the meta was triple tank, solo support, and this kind of stuff, the West was better. We were just better at the game. Like we played it longer, more on our style, more on our pace. We were just, I don't know why, but we just played it better than the Korean team. As soon as dive came in, that is sort of like the change of ownership of who was better. And ever since then, you know, the West hasn't been able to catch up. And a lot of these players who were really good back in these days, you know, who were really good at tanks just sort of fell off. They just fell off and never came back. Was this before Beyblade? Yes, this is after Beyblade. Triple tanks what shut down Beyblade. Because Beyblade was in E-League, which was before this tournament. And I think everyone worked out if you nanoed your Ryan instead and you played a lot of tanks and just walked at them, it was better than playing the Reaper. What was Beyblade? Beyblade was Nano Reaper. Nano Reaper, when the Nano used to give you speed, what you used to do is you used to Lucio speed boost Nano Reaper, and the Reaper would go so quickly. He would have faster movement speed than when he's just walking, and he would just fucking run through the team, just murder everybody. And that's what Beyblade was. Beyblade it was such a good name for the meta that it was. We were really good in Beyblade. We lost to Envy. Like, we would have won, like, we were, like, the second best team in a lot of these tournaments. We never won anything on Fnatic, but we were always, like, the second or third best team in these Western tournaments. During Beyblade, during this triple tank meta and that kind of stuff. Unfortunately, we just always fell short at the last second.
Holding onto the barrage, gonna be looking for it here. Meanwhile, Fraggy moving
forward. Oh, Nano Visor.
Swing the hammer.
Yeah, and this, you can see the speed there, right? Of the Reinhardt.
Looking for a little bit more. It's back and forth right now.
Like, this is why Nano Reinhardt was so good. You could literally just walk at the Annas.
Tools to keep the momentum going.
Right, Buzz is still up there doing a lot of damage. Matt did go down during that, but they still.
Is this back when you could die to your own Diva Bombs? Baby Divas used to be able to die to their own Diva Bombs, right? Is this at that point still?
Well, right now we are in overtime. Fnatic cannot back off any longer.
Your teammates couldn't die to it though, right?
Is going to force their hand. Zones out the remaining people. And take a look.
I'll charge way faster, yeah.
Sacrifices his body for the cause, but ends up dying right on the payload. So it's NIP, not quite a first point hold, but still a very respectable hold right before second.
Just you, yeah. Same with Junk, that's right.
Well, this is still
okay, Philly Fusion, yeah.
0.4, you know, it's set 0.4 Fnatic. They went through. They get to the end here.
Alright, let's go.
To get in position. If you can take down
Are we gonna keep playing the Pharah? The Pharah's not working, guys. I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but Pharah's not working for us. We should stick with Hog.
Then you're already doing your job, and you have to understand that. But I don't know. I'm just happy I saw some Pharah. I'm not gonna nitpick it. I got to see some Pharah.
I'm trying to make you say bad.
The Pharah just theoretically should do more, but I guess against the tanks, it's like Pharah against Goats, right? Sometimes it just didn't work, and we weren't playing Mercy to cover it for some reason. It's just very confusing. I honestly can't explain what the picks were.
Super aggressive, wasting zero time getting through the archway. They want to give Himsy as many shots with this hook as possible. It's on a 6-second cooldown. And Himsy right now, he'll go for hooks that might be lower.
The standing still vape gets me every day. It's so funny, dude. Oh!
But it's gonna be Buzz with the first
big hooks.
Finds Mafu early on in Fnatic. They bend really
like, it's weird as well that we have Cool Matt and Bud switching between who's playing the Roadhog and stuff like that as well, right? Like, people didn't have specific roles. Like, everyone just sort of used to switch whatever they had. You start as a flex support? Yeah, I was a flex support. Until I even joined Dallas as a flex support. That might be needed to play Lucio. I was like the double, I played both roles. But then when Mercy became meta, I like made the official switch. Like, during Overwatch League, I made the switch to main support. No, Vape did not give damage. Vape was like significantly worse of an ability. But the hook was just broken at this point. How does that Lucio only have 30% ult charge? I think the two roles, back at this point, the two roles that were just like completely undervalued for how useful they were and how effective they could be was the D.Va and the Lucio. D.Va players aren't playing the D.Va right at all compared to what they did and like how they improved. And Lucio players, I also just think Lucio was just all over the fucking place. Like, Lucio made no sense. Like, people weren't healing properly, people weren't playing aggressive, people weren't really playing it at all how it was supposed to be played.
At least a little bit of rotation and forces out the Transcendence too. But you take a look at that, it kind of ruins Fraggy's day. He was going at the Nano Boost, doesn't get anything done, and Fnatic is just rope-a-doping NIP right now, and finally they find him up the strike, they get 3 kills, and they're gonna hold.
Yo.
Finally get something, but it's on the D.Va.
Because speed is so good, less time and healing aura. Yeah, but you want to, surely you want to heal. Like, you don't need speed unless you're going in. And I think that a lot of Lucios didn't really realize that. Like, unless you were going in, you should always be on healing. And that wasn't really as much of a concept back then. Q Sideshow wins clip, yeah.
Fnatic right now, they're really just stalling out NIP as much
dude, Zappa's Hanzo fucked. Yeah, Zappa's Hanzo was like known as one of the best back then.
Sort of baiting them into their own demise. Here comes NIP, being aggressive once
like,
more.
not a single person gives a shit about this high ground. Like, look at this high ground that literally just nobody cares about.
They don't care as much, and what an Earth Shatter coming from Stoop. Gonna knock down 2. Himsy gonna limit a lot of the damage here with the whole.
Oh, the attempted shatter while your team's whole hog is going off. I think there's a Lucio duel going on up there. Oh, the Matt flank. Wait, what? Matt, no, shoot at the back line. Matt, no, okay, whatever. Oh, I guess maybe that's why people didn't play on the flanks as much. Roadhog was just so good that like you couldn't, literally really couldn't hide from it.
but NIP now starting to get
I
some
wonder if
momentum.
that's like actually the reason that a lot of people used to not play
Turning it
Overwatch.
right back. One good Road Dogg hook deserves another, and Buds keeping
High ground
Fnatic in
innovator,
this
you're
attack.
mad ahead of
We
this
are
time.
down to a minute 10 right now.
This isn't even the
Fnatic
devs, so they put in the high ground, you just couldn't. Yeah, as I said, this isn't devs. This is like literally us. We're just not playing the game, right? But as I said, like, it's always going to be the way when a new game comes out. It takes a while for everyone to like work out how it should be played and like innovate. Like, I'm sure we'll look at the Overwatch League, what we're playing now, in like 4 years and be like, what the fuck were we doing? Like, we were so bad. We were making so many dumb mistakes and not playing it right.
Here comes the hungry dragon from Zappis. Rolls right
Oh,
in.
the Grab Dragon classic.
And Fnatic, you take a
Yo,
look
my
at his
transcendences,
tech
though,
He's not
unstoppable.
Under pressure right now, he takes Zappis down and Himsy. Time starting to tick away here from NIP. And Hex, if they can't do it with that combo, what are they going to be able to do?
Is this a best of 5 or a best of 7? Do we win this map? I know there's one more map. Cuss the huge mechanics, pressing Q. See, you guys call me Q, sir, but I was pressing Q well before.
4 seconds remaining for NIP. Fraggy gonna have to be the hero.
When did the extras of these endemics orgs from Overwatch actually start? Well, let me explain that after this map.
Defenses of all time. It's underway. Zappis moving in. The hook is out. Fraggy.
Oh no, everything fell apart in this final fight. Soup missed the pin. Fraggy gets a ton of value. Buds gets hooked.
Fnatic is still in this. They're still contesting, but it's a 3-1 edge here.
No. Remember us.
Doing it here, Hex. They get the kills they're looking for, and Fnatic finally going to be pushed out. This game will continue at least
So what happened was in 2016, so there's a lot of orgs in Overwatch at this point in 2016, even though the tournaments aren't big. Honestly, they were pretty good for what they had. A ton of endemic orgs got in. All of them, pretty much. 2017, Blizzard says, we're not going to be allowing anyone to run tournaments anymore. In preparation for the Overwatch League, and they were going to run their own contenders. So what happened is every organization at this point knows that Overwatch League is coming. So right now they're all waiting to get into the Overwatch League because they want to be a part of it at this point. Everyone's like, Overwatch League is thing. Fnatic really wanted to be a part of it. That's why they had us on the roster, and that was their big thing. Fnatic, like a lot of other organizations, endemic organizations, when they found out they weren't going to get an Overwatch League spot or what Blizzard was doing and it was going to cost them $20 million and all that kind of stuff, a lot of them pulled out. They were just like, "What? There's no reason for us to have you guys. Blizzard isn't allowing any more tournaments to be run. And if we're not going to make it into the Overwatch League, it's literally just setting fire to money." So a lot of them pulled out. And I think towards 2016, going to early 2017, we went to Korea and Apex as Fnatic. Then as soon as we got back, we came back in about February, March. No tournaments happened. Literally nothing. No high profile LAN, no high profile tournaments with big money. Nothing happened until contenders. So literally every organization pretty much pulled out. Rogue didn't make it in as well, yeah, and that kind of stuff. There was a lot. Everyone was vowing for that, and then as soon as they realized they weren't, they got out. Which is really unfortunate because, like, Blizzard were really the people that killed the Overwatch thing because they didn't do anything. From 2017 to 2018, they didn't really do a whole lot. Seems to be the Blizzard way to just not do anything and just blue ball everyone for a while. Oh my god, that shatter. And yeah, and so that's sort of what happened. There was nothing that really happened throughout all of 2017 for Overwatch, and that's where you see a lot of players drop off as well.
They're in a tough spot right now for Fnatic. They do have a couple of ultimates to work with, though. Can Stoop find an angle to drop a great Earthshatter? Can Custa keep his
Overwatch 2 not a Blizz? I assume Overwatch 2 will be a BlizzCon in some capacity, but if it is true from the earnings call that it's not going to be released this year, I assume they'll probably let us know. Oh,
Fraggy once more getting nano boosted. He's been the hero.
Stoop? Hello?
With the dagger.
They're all trying to get different angles. The hook comes in right away.
I have Transcendence. Scott? We should move on.
He's been the hero right now. No! Mafu with the dagger.
That might have been my fault. That was a good bomb, though.
Here comes NIP.
Throwing since day one. Throwing since the OG days.
Final map. Mafu used the backboard. He threw it against the building, so it dropped down.
Life is pain.
At the buzzer, too, effectively.
We'll have leaks on Overwatch 2 release date well before it hits when Blizz tells the orgs. Wow. Well, yeah, but I don't think they'll tell the orgs until they need to, right?
I'm a witch.
You are, and I could not be happier for it. Volskaya, But that defense is so close to holding on Hollywood.
Alright, let's go. The last map, the Volskaya special.
Ilios, can that be a thing? I mean, it totally can be.
Yeah, I don't know what our tiebreaker is.
But the observing in the early days looked so much better. It was just way simpler. They didn't flick around as much. And they didn't look at people's perspectives. They just had a lot more overviews and stuff like that.
This is, I mean, Volskaya.
There's way less going on. Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
does anything more need to be said? We look at...
You're not going to have to wait too long to get here.
Dude, there's so much prep time before this up. Alright, so what are we doing?
Gambit works out. This is one of the maps where momentum
We're playing the Sombra, Genji, Lucio Ana Classic. Yeah, Ana Genji hadn't become so popular yet. So Ana Genji is what takes over this meta. So this meta became super prominent, and then Ana Genji ends up taking over towards the end of 2016, going into 2017. And that's the meta for a very long time. Nano Genji becomes a meta for a long time. It does look like Plat Game today, yeah. The Sombra hack health spam, yeah. Like, why doesn't he hack their Mega? Oh, actually, this is back when if you hacked a Mega, the cooldown was really long. It was like 12 seconds after you hacked a Mega, so you didn't do it as much. Also, no one's just stopping him from doing anything. He's just standing there.
Ignoring Buds in the backline. They will not be able to ignore him much longer as he's at 90% on his ultimate.
Oh, they're going before Buds gets EMP. Smart. Wait, why are we going in before Buds gets EMP? That doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. Why would it, like, think about that, like, right? We're so close to EMP. Why would we just walk in when we're so close to EMP?
Here's the upside here for Fnatic. They will have EMP in the next fight. The problem is that
Havik has a huge hero pool. Havik was a DPS before it was a thing. But yeah, back in the day, a lot of people played a lot of heroes. Like, you know how everyone specializes a little bit more today? And that's what's going to happen when all quality of games go up, is that you're going to be able to play less and less heroes. But yeah, Havik played a lot of heroes. Oh, pretty much all DPS played tanks and stuff like that at this point.
Are they going to have the cleanup here? Tries to get the hack, but he gets away from the hack because of that boost.
So Mafu was caught out by that, wasn't able to get away. It's the first kill here for
Oh no, right click, dude. Oh no.
Still the raid boss to be defeated. Gets one.
This is. Do you guys remember that? Like back when if you pin somebody and then they get counter pinned, they just get squished. That happened.
The hacker over. Stoop with no HP gets cleaved right down, and Himsy cleaning house right now. Getting the picks he needs to get. It's still highly contested.
No! Matrix! Yo, big Matrix spy.
It's a good way of stalling nonetheless.
Yeah, it's Himsy and Zupe trying to keep it alive for their team, and they're just going to actually send in another tank there.
Wait, what is the... Maybe it doesn't show you. It doesn't show you what the Matrix value is. Oh, clean Genji mechanics from Havik. I think it was a resource. Oh, or was it... Or was it Matrix back then where it was like you used to cast it? You could cast it every like 1.5 seconds and it lasted for like 1 second. It was like you used to just be able to use it. There wasn't a resource bar. I think.
It's one of those things where you really wish you were Lucio, a Tracer, just anything.
Nice blade, happy. Yeah, it was like it lasted for a long time and didn't have much of a cooldown.
Here's what you're gonna see though. He's going to try to EMP and then get this Devo bomb over the top. That is the combo that we want to see. Volskaya, not everywhere that you can run in high.
Yo, just kill Fraggy, dude. He's standing in Narnia. Oh god.
Takes out Buds. That's one way to stop it.
And
tragic.
Look at Fnatic, it's almost like you're rewinding a tape.
Oh no, it was a resource bar. Why didn't we see that earlier?
Hit your S key.
We did it. Oh, there's the resource bar. Yeah, we didn't see it for Hafis. Alright. But there was no cooldown on it, really, right? Like, once you used it, like, you could just use it again. So you could flick it on and off all the time.
He's gonna lick the cloak, translocate in, and immediately drop that, and here he goes. Buds on the initiate.
What the fuck was that?
But the EMP is down.
Oh, Zupe gets Buds?
Here comes Fnatic. NIP, the Lucio wasn't hit by it, so they still have the sound barrier to mitigate the worst of this.
Yeah, not the
oh no
EMP that they wanted there as Fraggy comes in and cleans up. We've seen this story before. They did not get the
playing Ryan Diva with the Diva rework, dude. This is old school, man. Like, think about it. They're playing Roadhog, Reinhardt, Winston, and May. Like, God. This meta was pretty trash, honestly, if I remember correctly.
I don't know if NIP planned it that way, but having your Lucio basically hiding in the middle of nowhere, away from the rest of your team, makes a lot of sense there, because once the EMP
yeah, no one really played Diva. The change to Diva is kind of what made it the change to Diva is kind of what made Triple Tank super valuable.
We're still going to try this combination of getting the EMP into the Diva self-destruct. Now, Mr. X also had a theory that you do the self-destruct in over the
World of Tanks, yeah, some things never change. Where are you going? You're just gonna get hooked, aren't you?
Fnatic right now, they are moving in. Coolmat still holding on
is
to that
happening?
self-destruct. A lot of ultimates up here in general. We could be
This is back when the boosters had a really long cooldown as well.
Bud's going down immediately. Bud's isn't able to start.
What's the cooldown of it? Yeah, 6-second boosters.
And Fnatic, I think they're gonna
That's
save
actually
their ults
crazy.
once more. And
Yo,
keep
Nanoblade,
that rapid
Nanoblade,
wait for the
pop it,
engage.
They're
pull it,
all in on this strategy. No, he
pull it.
comes off of it.
What do
That's
we-
how bad of a Sombra game
Pull-
he is having. The
pull
only
it.
person we've seen have perfect Sombra games is Torque. There is a lot of finesse to this hero that not everyone has mastered just yet. Bud's is going to switch on.
Yo,
to
Torque.
They're going to go a little more traditional on their push. Javi still has his blade. We could see a Nanoblade come in.
We could see a Nanoblade coming in, but NIP, they
What
have
the
tools
fuck
to
is
deal with
that?
it. Oh no, Fraggy being unleashed once more, coming in with the Nano Boost. I know Nano Boost got nerfed, but I don't think.
Oh,
Fraggy
big
got
shatter.
that memo.
Oh, big.
Drops the
Nano.
hammer, does get taken
Go.
out. Here's a turnabout here from Fnatic.
Fuck.
The Nano
No,
Blade moving to the
fuck.
back line, gets pooped and bopped away. Winston.
Oh
standing
my,
on
this
there.
is tragic.
Have to get close. Oh no! Oh no!
Oh, what?
Not like
Oh my, oh, we're so bad. Like, look at like the ult strategy there was actually just tragic.
Because I think a lot of this was contingent on running a Sombra and a Genji together. Hoppy going to stay on his home character, but right now they are absolutely cleaning up. Zappas barely gets to that ice block, but they have got a lot of momentum on this point. They're running Coolmat on there as well, and so is Buds.
The problem is this could be an illusion.
Buds, you gotta-
because the problem is that Fnatic has already lost people.
Wait, did he
NIP
just stay in
is bringing
the shield
this
bubble
is
to
the grand
stop himself from dying?
two control point illusion. Where you
I'm
think
coming
you're
back
winning
on
the
Zen,
fight,
guys.
but
Hold
you're
up.
down people, so you can never truly win the fight, and respawns just keep you wasting your time.
Oh
for
god,
a
this is
minute,
back when
2
2CP
minutes,
was more
even
cursed
longer.
than it is
NIP,
today.
perhaps the luck
It was
of
actually so
Fnatic
bad to
going
cap
be
2
sweeping
CP.
Fnatic out here and going, you know what? Come back with your
Typical Fnatic play. What do you
I
mean?
agree with you, but that illusion does work on the defending team as well, as you saw them burn out a sound barrier when they absolutely did not need to. So Kindle's not going to have that.
Zupe and Zappas, dude,
You're
old school.
absolutely right, but sometimes the defending
Let's
team
go,
doesn't
Nip.
feel
What?
like
Hello,
it's
I-
in their favor either. So
We
you're
support
right. Here's
Fnatic
where they
in this
want to
house,
run now.
okay?
They're off the Genji. Cool Matt is now on a 76. Javi's going to switch over to the Diva instead. This is their more standard offense.
Here's the thing for Fnatic, though. I think it's pretty clear right now that this is not one of their more practiced maps. I'm not sure either team actually thought they were going to end up here on Volskaya. And the fact that Fnatic is switching up so often just sort of shows that they don't have the in-depth game plan like they do on other maps.
Alright, they literally just,
It's a blizzard.
they keep walking at us before we do anything. They literally just walk at us, and then it's like, oh, okay, well then we have nothing.
They lose one in the process of not.
And then I die because I get solo melted, but I trade for the mate because I'm a
Now
bowler.
Buds, he's gonna come with the whole lot, gonna crack that shield, and here comes Fnatic, looking to move in and clear the way.
That
Oh,
trends
no,
much better
Bonnefil
for
dies.
defense, though. They will respond much quicker, and they lost
Oh,
custody of
no.
their team. They linchpin out their offensive
God
action
damn it, we
against
suck
this
so
heavy
bad.
NIP roster. No
How do we win
dispersals,
this?
Nearly no kills as well.
Oh,
so that's
my
exactly
God.
what happens. Zappas and Fraggy clean up. Also, Custa was never going to get back into that fight on time. You know, Zenyatta, even though he is high-minded, he's not fleet of foot.
Absolutely not. So, we are moving in here into what could be the final
Aye.
push for Fnatic.
Here we go.
Self-destruct. They will have the Earth Shatter at the ready. NIP with tools of their own. See if Fnatic can find a way of cracking this.
Oh, the Diva Bomb! Oh, big shatter.
Hoppy gets 2 kills right off the bat. Zupe and Himsy are Hoppy grabs a third.
Shatter
Fraggy
Diva Bomb
cleans
before it
up
was
a
cool.
little bit. Hoppy's
Oh,
going
we
on
can
a
shatter,
tear.
kill him!
Absolute
Kill him!
craziness from Hoppy, picks up 3. However, 2 have fallen here for Fnatic. If they'd only were down 1, it might have been okay, but they're down multiple, and despite the heroics of Hopical here...
And this is why you didn't get ticks as well. Like, these ticks literally don't matter. So I think if you don't cap it, it doesn't matter. No, Matrix! Oh, no! No, remember me!
Now, they have restabilized. They're pushing Fnatic back, and for Fnatic, they get
Oh,
2 ticks here
God.
on the final point, but that is all.
Cool Matt
they're
Soldier,
likely
dude. The
to
Cool
get.
Matt Soldier was the
NIP
best.
coming
Dude,
in
how did
force,
we lose
evicting
that?
Fnatic from their point. And now, we're gonna see what happens when we go to the next round. And when NIP will have to show us
Full
the other
counting
offense.
2CP if there's one thing to not miss from all. And like this is back before the overtime spawn changes happened and like the point spawn changes. Like people literally just spawned at like
at the ready to clean up all the single straggling reinforcements one-on-one. Himsy comes over the top, hits a money hook, and their best gambit.
Alright, here we go.
So NIP is going to run this pick composition.
This
which
is
they run on
probably
all
my favorite
offense,
point
on
of all
This is what they
times.
run on
This
Hollywood
defensive hull.
on their offense.
Like from my career is beating Nip on map 5 and playing Zen. Because you guys are about to see something real special. This is a good time.
Effectively, if a single arrow lands, if a single hook lands, and Fnatic doesn't win the rest of the fight without any other losses, this is going to be a loss first point.
Soup on high ground, yeah I know. Look at us utilizing Bonnefil!
And that is not how you be flawless. A Himsy coming in, from the flank, takes down Vonathil.
What's Vonathil doing over there?
NIP being surgical right now.
Oh god, Matt, don't die. Oh, big right click from Custer. Right clicks before it was cool. Oh, they hooked Matt. Careful. Oh, wait, Custer kills Fraggy. Oh my god, how are they going to win it? Oh my... Dude, Custer's on the high ground, though. They're not going to be able to cap. Oh my god, the orbs from Custer are just too clean. Bud's on the flank. Oh my god, how are they going to be able to hold this? This is probably first point. But half a cool kills Kynal. Custer on the point. Oh, actually, I just die. I thought I had a 6 series of plays. I don't. I just get beamed because I was in the middle of the point for some reason.
A miracle. Because again, NIP, all 6 back here on the point. Half a cool. Listen, he's had some hero moments this entire series, but it would be something else.
Well, he's going to stall long enough. He's going to stall long enough for them to get back. Bud still has his Deadeye. He will probably be coming up over the high ground now. If he gets anything, it's a different story. But
dude, Happy's going to get mech back. Dude, Happy, wait, Happy, play back, dude. Get your mech. The high noon from Buds. Oh, look at that hold. Fnatic clawing it back from the brink. Honestly, that was sick by Happy. Happy's big brain. Look at that. It gets onto the high ground. God, this was such a shit show. I don't even know what everyone was doing. They just didn't kill Happy for some reason. We're so bad.
I can't believe it either. Normally, that is an absolute auto take here in Volsky, but it's half a cool staying in there and
alright, look at this. Zen on the high ground. What are they going to do?
And they still had the win.
This is the Numbani strat. Honestly, the same thing happened to Numbani when we played. We literally invented the idea that if you just stand on the high ground and shoot down at them, it works. Who would have thought? I know, it's crazy. The flank visor. Haha, you fools.
So now, for Fnatic X, they're a minute 40 away. They are down 2 ticks on the point, so they really cannot.
Oh my god, what a Fnatic really gonna hold this? No way.
In actuality, they're 2 team fights away.
Those legs do be running.
Gonna be almost impossible for them to win. NIP is low.
Good high gold play. Honestly, we're so bad back then. Compared to like what I used to, what is being played these days. Like Plasma, I just thought the taxes were really in there. And see, yeah.
So for Custa, this is where he was big on the Temple Anubis hold. He could be big here once more.
Oh, he grabs. Oh, don't worry. Custa has the transcendence.
That's right.
I ain't afraid of that.
Eating at the buffet here today. Fnatic gonna withstand. Himsy though gets hooked in the cool map towards the end, so it's still 6v5. They burned a lot of resources.
Vonathil still doesn't have beat.
The Buds to shoulder the load with cool mat down. But
why did you stoop?
Yo. Buds is knocking them down. Half a cool gets down and dirty.
Woo!
And now Fnatic 45 seconds away from what would
dude,
be
like, all I want to say is we're gonna have a quick look at my ult charge. 60% ult charge. God, this Custer guy's insane. He's cracked and jacked.
NIP seeing their tournament life.
Wait, how is my look at my ult charge go up? It's so fast.
I wonder why that is. He is having a game
69.
of his life on the Cowboy Killer here. They're holding up top. They are all spread out. Again, they have no.
So for me, I know they have. We know they have no ultimates, right? And in my brain, all I'm thinking of is if I get this transcendence, we win the game. If I get this transcendence, if they run over here and they come to us, and I get this transcendence, we just win.
NIP, they have to hope for the hero hook. And Happy right now gets into that backline.
Because I'm like, we got the beat up. Oh, but I kill Himsy. Oh my god. And this is the point. My hands start tingling and literally shaking because I know we've won the game. Because I kill the hog and I get transcendence. And I'm like, holy shit, we just fucking won. If I just transcendence, we win. Because that's how it worked back then. There was no big plays. Yeah!
Against Mystic.
Congrats on the win. Yo, big bro hugs. Yo, big dubs. God, I was so fucking hyped for this moment. It was so high. It was so good.
I'm just taking in the moment right now. This is ridiculous.
Boo, I was voting for Nip. Boo. Boo you.
Wow.
Yo, that's you. That's me.
Everyone in this room, in this production room, picked NIP to win this tournament.
Yeah, everybody predicted NIP to win, and then there we are. Take that, production room. We won the semifinals, knocked Nip out, so then we can get owned by Misfits in the grand finals. Pug.
You should see Mr. X right now. He's shaking his head that, no, that's not what Uber said. But I'll believe
you know
Uber.
what it is?
You know, I'll give Uber
You know what it is? You know why Uber had that faith? There's the Australian connection.
We picked him to win this set, so I was wrong.
You look so much younger, yeah.
Right.
Well, this was how many years ago? 4 years ago? 5 years ago?
There's a bond he has with
Our season 1 Jungtang game where you went something like 8-7 next. Oh god, wait, actually, didn't we watch that?
12 brothers, that's a perfect.
I think we watched that recently against Seoul, right? Or am I thinking of a different game?
Watching that display of defense, and for people who think that something like Overwatch is predictable, predict that.
Let's end it on that. The ZP predict that. That was fun. That was fun. Blast from the past. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I don't know how many of you are from back in the day when, like, you know, as I said, I played Flex Support, Fnatic back in the day. I did a ton of traveling, competed in a ton of tournaments. It was so much fun. I miss those days. I really honestly miss those days. So those were my favorite times. Overwatch League wasn't my favorite time of playing Overwatch. It was traveling, boot camping, and playing in those weekend tournaments were more memorable to me because there was just so many cool things that happened. So, no, this is Jönköping in Sweden for DreamHack. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Yeah. All right.